The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Into the lane and just gets the roll. Wow.
A Q Media Group production.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
Local high school sports. Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Rush City High School for tonight's volleyball matchup between the Rush City Tigers and the Pine City Dragons. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'm joined alongside by Jeff Schaefer. Jeff, how's it going tonight?
It's going great, thank you.
And we're here again at Rush City High School, also joined by Jeremy Tweets here. He's joining us. Maybe he'll show up on the mic a little bit later, but he is joining us as well as we get set for the first volleyball match of the season. We've got Adam Hefty over in Cambridge. He's calling that Cambridge Andover game. We'll see if we can't check on him, maybe get an update from him at some point over there. He's got Chris Gable over there with him, so we'll check on him in a little bit, but we will continue on with our game. Of course, this is a Great River Conference game between these two teams. The champions last year and for the last few years have been the Rush City Tigers, but the Tigers are trying to do the same, but with a much younger roster. You didn't think it could get any younger. Well, it can. This roster this year features only 3 juniors. The rest are sophomores and freshmen on this varsity squad. They had a couple of seniors last year. They have since graduated and went on, some to D1. So this a younger roster, but it might just be just as good as last year. They had their home tournament here last Friday, and they went undefeated in that tournament, beating everybody 2-0. They beat Cambridge Isani, Chisago Lakes, Coon Rapids, just to name a few from that tournament, each 2-0. So they're coming in feeling pretty darn good here tonight. Meanwhile, for the Pine City Dragons, this is their first game of the season as we are in the Here's the Pitch pregame. As we go forward in this one, taking a look, Here's the Pitch, one of our fantastic sponsors here this year. In North Branch, they're the area's premier indoor training facility. They have fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages. Tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch. We appreciate them and all of our fine sponsors for hopping on for this season. We'll mention a lot more of them as we go forward, but for now, taking a look at this game, again, Rush City got younger this season, but again, they might be just as good as last season. We don't want to speculate too much beforehand, but this Rush City team looking very, very good so far. Once again, Pine City coming in with 5, 6, 7 seniors on the roster, but they are led, of course, by senior number 4, Taylor Tollefson, kind of the lifeblood of this team, plus the Energizer. I look at her as kind of the Energizer bunny. When you look at her, whether she's playing or she's on the sideline, being a player coach, she's always got a infectious attitude. She's always brought that smile with her. She's always encouraging her teammates. It is so much fun to watch her on the sideline. And again, just lead her team. Of course, she is one of the captains, and we will be mentioning her and plenty of her teammates in this one as we go forward. We do have an interview with the Dragons head coach, Lisa Tollefson, coming up here. So I think that'll do it for our little bit of a talk before the game begins. We're going to get into a few of our sponsors, and then when we return, we will have that interview with the Dragons head coach, Lisa Tollefson. So we will take a commercial break, and then we'll be back with that interview with the Dragons head coach here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes,
we're all about hair that feels like you. At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop. Right now, get $2 off your kid's haircut till the end of September. You know, back to school time at Dapper and Divine. Your local radio home for Minnesota Vikings football is WCMP.
Breaks another at the 30, and is loose!
Your favorite hometown team with your favorite players.
Caught by Jefferson!
Don't miss the hits, the action.
Touchdown Vikings!
Catch the excitement all season long.
And he caught it!
Minnesota Vikings football is on Cool Country 100.9.
WCMP.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Ethan Game Day Gilman here, and I'm now joined in studio by the Pine City Dragons head coach, Lisa Nostalson. Coach Nostalson, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. Now, going into your, I think, third year here as the Pine City head coach, what have these last couple of years been like?
Well, the coaching staff and I have been working towards shifting the culture within the gym, really helping girls to feel great and shifting the energy, helping them feel safe in the gym, and really excited about volleyball and participating in the volleyball program. And we have absolutely accomplished that goal. We had so many girls come up for high school tryouts this year. We had nearly 60 girls in the gym, so much so that we had to add an additional high school team, an additional high school coach. And at least since I've been here, we have not done that. And since my daughters have been in high school, that has not happened. So this is very, very exciting. And I think that just tells you about the feel in the gym, that the girls want to be there, that they're excited about the sport. They feel good with the coaching staff. They feel good about the energy. They feel great about connecting with their teammates and being together. And it's just really been a fun and exciting couple weeks to the start of the season.
For sure. And for you as a coach, what is it like to kind of see that growth over these last few years? Because I can tell just listening to you, it's a passion for you.
It is. Volleyball is a passion for me. It has been my entire life, but more so sharing it with young athletes, right? Watching them grow, not just on the court, not just in the skills, but in that growth and development and in their self-esteem and their self-concept and what it means to be a teammate and what it means to play sports within a school setting and what it means to grow in your personal awareness and such. It's just so great to watch these young ladies grow and develop as a player and as a student. They're just fabulous. I tell the girls every day, I just love being with them. They're just such great kids.
We've talked about those tryout periods, but what is the lead up to the season for you like? What does that look like, and what are some of the things that you do before the season starts?
Well, the coaching staff really never stops working. We have been planning and preparing since the end of last season. We're talking about what our goals have been as a coaching staff. We really came in 3 years ago wanting to shift the culture in the gym and wanting the girls to feel really great when they walked in those gym doors. And at the end of the season last year, we looked at each other and we said, yep, we did that. We accomplished that. Now we need to work more on skill development and focus on really implementing a competitive edge, getting these girls excited and helping them understand what it means to have the drive to win. They are successful in so many ways. Success doesn't come just from wins and losses, but we have been a little bit comfortable with losing. And now it's time to shift that. We want them to feel hungry to get the wins and be okay with learning from the losses. And so that is our next goal. So we've been preparing for that throughout the entire off season. That means preparing drills, doing the coaches have been training. I feel like I have come back more prepared in my, 27th year coaching, 28th year coaching. I have come back more prepared with this team than I have ever for a team. I'm so excited to bring what I've learned over the past couple of winter months and spring months into the gym this year. So our coaching staff is continuing to learn how we can best coach our girls so they can be the best student athletes that they can.
Taking a look at the team, had some seniors graduate, but looking at the roster itself, is this kind of a veteran, younger roster? Is it a mix of both this year?
Mix of both. We certainly last year had a very, very young varsity team, a lot of younger athletes, many who had stepped on the varsity court for the very first time. This year, those that were on the court for the very first time are returning with a whole year under their belt. They're more confident in their playing abilities. They're confident in their strength, their speed, their court sense, their court IQ. So that feels really great. We also have some younger players that we've pulled up that are new to varsity court this year. And then certainly we have our veterans. We have Taylor Tullifson, who this will be her 4th year seeing varsity court time, who is certainly going to be a leader on the court. Taylor Haney, who will be stepping in as our primary setter throughout the varsity season. She's no stranger to varsity court. So we have some really great leadership on the court, and I'm excited about that and excited to see what these girls can do.
Looking at some of those veteran returning players, what is the expectation for them? Maybe not just so much play-wise, but also around the players and coaches.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So we expect them to be leaders in the sense of bringing skill and determination, but setting the tone for the court. As we said, we want the culture in the gym to feel good, and we also want them to set the tone of that culture. Do you come in prepared to play and practice? If you do, then the rest will follow. Do you keep your head up and let mistakes roll off your back? If so, then the rest will follow. Are you engaging with your teammates in between plays? If so, then the rest will follow. We are expecting a lot of them. We're expecting communication between them and their teammates. We're expecting communication between them and the coaches. And we're expecting communication between them and one another. We're asking them to be kind and encouraging to their teammates and kind and encouraging to themselves, which sometimes can be the most difficult.
This year, do we know who the captains are?
Mm-hmm. We have 3 captains. Taylor Tullifson is a returning captain, and the team voted Taylor Haney as an additional captain, and then junior Chloe Jarakowski is also a voted captain.
Awesome, and it's easy to tell Taylor that she's a returning captain. It's easy to see why. Every time I look on the court, whether she's playing or not, she just has this infectious energy. It just makes you feel good. It really does. Talk about these captains and what each of them brings. Maybe it's on the court, off the court.
I love the team selection this year of captains because each of the girls bring a different energy. Each of the captains have very different characteristics. In fact, when I have them vote for captains, I have them write characteristics that include 2 characteristics that make them feel like that particular athlete would make a good captain for the team. And then we put them all together, right? So everybody can see this is why you voted on this person. This is what they bring to the court. And those characteristics are very different for the 3 of them. As you said, Taylor Tullifson brings an energy that can't be beat, right? She is dynamic on the court. She is a play stopper, a game changer. All of those words that you want to utilize, and she certainly is infectious. Her energy is infectious on the court. Taylor Haney has this drive to win, this pursuit to keep the team engaged, this pursuit to really go after the W. And she's pretty intense on the court and encourages her teammates to be the same. And she brings that leadership onto the court. And she has a goofy side that keeps people laughing, which is really funny, and has that willingness and desire to always do well and bring that W, bring in that really deep intensity, which is needed. And then Chloe Jarakowski is a little bit of quiet, but she has this great connection. She has this great connection with the younger athletes, which is fabulous. We want that in a captain. And she has a work ethic that is unbeatable. This girl will come in and she will work harder, and then she'll ask for more so she can work even harder. And so that role model, right, that leading by example is exactly what she brings. And I think those 3 together are going to be this dynamic group of captains for this varsity team.
We're talking about some of the veteran returners and these captains, but these younger players, what are some, maybe not so much the expectations, but what are you hoping to see from them here through this first full week of games?
Well, the returning varsity players that are younger, we definitely expect them to step up this year. They can't have the excuse that we have the varsity jitters any longer. They have a full year of varsity under their belts. And they've had a full year of club season or off season to work harder and learn skills and grow and do strength training and such. So I am expecting more out of those younger players, stepping up, a little bit more maturity, a little bit more court sense, some increased volleyball IQ. We want to see some more balls go down and go in and go down, and we can expect that out of them. I also, more than anything, want them to feel confident and assured of themselves that they can do this. I want them to believe in themselves as much as the coaching staff believes in them. So that's my biggest expectation of them.
Looking through the first few weeks of practice, and now you'll get to put it forth here, have there been any surprises during practice or anybody who's maybe stood out?
Yeah, Allie Tellefson had some tremendous growth in the off season. She had a fast arm swing last season. This season, she has a fast arm swing that's even faster and stronger, and she brought the consistency. She's definitely doing really well. We brought up a new libero this year who was a surprise, not a surprise to us because we knew she had some really great skills, but she absolutely performed well in tryouts. And so we're really excited to see what she can do on the varsity court, and also excited to see her maturity and growth on the court. We know she has some really strong defensive skills, but want to see her grow individually and are excited to see that. So we're really excited about some of the younger players. We also have a senior middle blocker, Shayla Johnson, who had an excellent tryout, and we're excited to see her continued growth during the season as well.
I know you guys had a scrimmage over at Mora this past week. It seemed like I think the whole conference was there, actually. What were some of the takeaways from that scrimmage over there?
Oh, we are definitely learning that, and I think the girls are understanding. The coaching staff knows this, but I think the team is learning and understanding, beginning to understand how important it is that we get our aggressive serves and serve receive down pat, that we cannot run an offense without that strong serve receive, and that keeping those really great dynamics on the court are going to be essential. That if one person gets down, that can easily pull the entire team down. The dynamic within the entire group really feels great right now. They're having a great time. They're doing a lot of things off the court together. There's been a lot of moments of team bonding in the gym and outside of the gym. They're just really doing great. And I think that they're realizing how important that is, that during the volleyball season, we are going to focus on that. Each team wrote a mission statement, and we're going to live by that mission statement. It kind of helps them guide their decision making. Right? In school, if a friend asks them to do this or they're feeling pressure to do this, they can just follow that mission statement and say, nope, I'm committed to my team right now. Like, it's kind of an easy way for them to guide their choices over the next couple of weeks.
And looking back to last year, you had some really good success. What are some of the things that you did have success with last year that you would like to see translate back into success again this season?
We were definitely seeing the beginnings of some really great setter-hitter connections on our offense. And so we're looking forward to Taylor Haney making those connections with our offensive players this year again. We have some great hitters coming in again, and again, as I said, they're back stronger and faster, so we're looking forward to that. Our defensive players are faster than ever, and they're trying to perfect their form, and we don't expect perfection by any means. We're just asking them to make adjustments that will hopefully better the balls, and so we're just looking forward to that continued growth for the entire team.
This, again, going to be the first week of full play. You'll be on the road on Tuesday. What are some of the things that you would like to see from your team in the first full match they have?
Absolutely. So our first full match is against Rush City, arguably the top team in the conference. They have a great coach. They have some really great athletes. And I think it's really fun that some of our athletes are friends with one another. So it's a great rivalry, right? It's fun on the court. And the girls like to compete against one another. In the past, our teams, since I have been part of the coaching staff, the teams have gone in really focused. The Pine City team has really gone in really focused on Rush City as an opponent. What are they going to do? How are they going to beat us? Focused on that. And I am really taking the stance this year that we can adjust to Rush City, but we're really going to focus on us. We're going to focus on our defense. We're going to focus on running our offensive routes. We're going to focus on staying positive and staying together as a team. We're going to focus on that connection we've been working on really, really well, and we're really going to focus on continuing to move forward and growing regardless of what the outcome is. Would we love to take a win? Absolutely. We would love to win one set? Absolutely. But we're going to walk away with some sort of win no matter what the score is on Tuesday.
Going into a game like this, you mentioned how you got to take it once at a time, one match or 1 point, at a time. How hard is that to do for these young ladies going into the first game of the season and it being kind of that rivalry? Is it hard for them to try and take that step away, or is it kind of part of their growth? Have they done that?
I think it's definitely hard for them to take that step away. However, we're trying to work through that. We're trying to help them mature as individuals, not just as volleyball players, recognizing that these are life skills they can use off the court for the rest of their lives. And as we noted, the coach's goals this year is to really bring in that competitive drive. So we don't want to pull back too much because we really want them to go in with this desire to fight and fight hard for that win.
Of course, game by game, we just want one game at a time. Mm-hmm. But are there any games on the schedule that you're looking forward to?
There aren't any matches in particular that the girls are looking forward to as far as opponents. They are looking forward to the special nights, the parent nights, the senior nights, those really special nights that are particularly meaningful to them. I think they're just excited to get on the court and play anybody at this point. They're really, they have a drive to just get out there and really want to play. The scrimmages put that fire underneath their feet. Some of their neighboring towns, some of our neighboring towns have already begun some competitive play, and Pine City wants to get out on the court too.
So just that itch to get out there. That's awesome. Well, I think that is it for me. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, thank you for having us, and we're really looking forward to a great season.
Well, again, thank you so much for coming in studio to do this interview. It's greatly appreciated, and wish you the best of luck.
Appreciate it.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was part of your hometown handoff. Your Here's the Pitch pregame at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. You can use their state-of-the-art pitching machines or your own pitcher to perfect your season's swing. Here's the Pitch in the Tanger Outlet Mall, North Branch. We were going to try and get a A&W hometown handoff done, but we're having some technical difficulties. But A&W, a proud sponsor of the hometown handoff for us. Your hometown handoff brought to you by A&W. Craving a classic? You can stop in for a frosty mug of their famous root beer. Pair it with a juicy cheeseburger or a savory mushroom and Swiss. A&W in Pine City. Taste the tradition. We are getting ready for our first serve here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The Dragons and Tigers just about set to get at it here in the first set. Of course, the Tigers coming off yet another trip to state last year. A 1-1, but then lost the next two at state. The season before, made it all the way to the championship game, and the season before, they lost their first two. So it has been kind of a tradition here for the Tigers in going to state. They look to do that once again this year with an even younger roster. Believe it or not, they could make another fantastic run the next 2 to 3 years. We will have to wait and see. Again, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, joined by Jeff Schaefer. Alongside him is Jeremy Tweets from Ogilvie. They'll be with us this season doing some Ogilvie broadcasts, but here with me today to try and get some experience in before that first game on Thursday. Jeff, how you feeling, and look forward to this matchup?
Yeah, feeling good about the matchup, feeling good about being here. It looks like, if you look in the audience, it looks like the Pine City, the visitors today have all black, so looking like they're doing a blackout, all the visitors, and then the hometown, the Rush City Tigers, they're doing a whiteout. So for the most part, that's what we're seeing in the stands right now.
Yeah, pretty cool that they're getting this the first game of the season. As we take a look at the starters tonight for the Pine City Dragons, it'll be number 2, Allie Tollefson, number 4, senior Taylor Tollefson, then number 8, another senior, Taylor Haney, then number 9, a junior, Katie Thiemann, another junior in number 11, Chloe Jurkowski, and a senior, number 13, Tegan Rosinski. On the other side for the Tigers, it's very young. Junior number 3, Abigail Thielander. Sophomore number 4, Paige Wiener. Sophomore number 7, Clara Neeson. Sophomore number 8, Kendra Heinz. freshman number 9, Ellie Thielander, and then sophomore number 18, Natalie Rude. Those are your starters here tonight. Tigers in their white jerseys, the yellow half sleeve, the yellow number and letters. The Dragons in their black jerseys, the half sleeve is green. They've also got a green stripe, the green letters and numbers outlined in white. The Dragons libero wearing the white jersey with the green letters and numbers outlined in black. The Tiger libero wearing the white jersey with the blue half sleeves, the blue numbers as well. Head coach Thielander giving his girls a quick word of strategy here before we get started. As one quick word now between ref and Dragons head coach Lisa Noss-Tollefson.
Yep, not really sure what that is. Just a quick little conversation, it looked like.
Well, it's their first game, too. It's their first game, too. So we'll give them a little bit of a break on that one. It's our first game, too. I'm sure there will be some rust being knocked off here as well, as Rush City will start with the serve. It will be Natalie Rude back to serve for the Tigers here in set number 1. Still not quite ready.
Looks like we got a little pause at the scorers table.
Yeah, not quite sure what's going on. Some sort of confusion, I'm guessing, with roster or lineup somewhere.
Whistle in, and here we go.
So here's the serve from Rude, and it is over, and trying to dig it up there was Peyton Liao, but she is unable to, and the Tigers score first. So the Tigers are on the board first. They lead 1-0. This one is going to hit the net, go out, and it is going to be Tigers score. And so they will now take the 0-2 lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Rude is back to serve again with a 3-0 lead. Serve over once again, this time dug up by Rosinski. On the far side, it's Tollefson. This is dug up on a dive by Zeltinger, the libero. Back over, dug up by Tollefson. This one is pushed over. Diving dig by Rude, and a miscommunication there between Abigail Thielander and Paige Wiener, and that will be the first points for the Dragons. 3-1. They'll officially give the kill to Allie Tollefson, and back to serve will be Tegan Rosinski, one of the seniors on this roster. Her serve is up, and it is just long. So the point back to the Tigers, 4-1. First set. Get a quick sub here as Rosinski out in is Addison Roberts. Another returner from last year's squad. It's Abigail Thielander's serve. Her serve is up. It is over. Dug up by Peyton Liao, the libero. Allie Tollefson will hit it back across. Dug up on the front by Paige Wiener. Paige Wiener looks for the kill, and Liao cannot dig it up cleanly, and it's another point for the Tigers. A kill that time for Paige Wiener. Again, Zeltinger, the libero for the Tigers. Back to serve, Abigail Thielander. The serve is up and over. Dug up by the libero, diving. Set and push back across. Dug up by Wiener, and on the far side, it went long on the strong hit from Clara Neeson, and it is going to be Pine City's point. So 5-2 now. And back to serve for the Dragons. Looks like Chloe Jurakovsky will serve. It's up, and it is over. Dug up by Zeltinger. Rude, and then pushed across by one of the Thielanders. Pushed back across. Dug up by Zeltinger. Looking for the kill. This time is Ellie Thielander. Dug up by Taylor Tollefson. Back across. Blocked at the net by Paige Wiener. Dragons have it. Trying to lightly tap it across. They do get the dig. Rude now hitting it is Neeson. And that just did clip the part of the court. And that is in for another point for the Tigers. 6-2. Neeson with the kill. Ball has left the building, I guess.
That is correct. I don't know where that one got lost to.
Serving now for the Tigers is Paige Wiener, and her serve is up and over. Dug up there by Roberts on the far side. Taylor Tollefson. That's going to hit the top of the net and then roll over.
Little lucky roll there.
Yeah, certainly, she was not too pleased with it, but she says, hey, it's okay. I at least got the point. Allie Tollefson will go back to serve. And Allie Tollefson, only a freshman. She played significant time last year as an 8th grader. And her serve is in there for an ace.
Monster serve.
That is huge. And miscommunication on the back line between Abigail Thielander and I think that's her sister, Ellie Thielander. So the Thielander sisters, miscommunication back there.
Yeah, and that landed right in between them, about 2 feet in. So there was no doubt that ball was in.
Serve is up and over. Another line drive serve, and trying to grab that one was Shania Anderson, but she could not catch up. That's another ace for Ellie Thielander, and she had a few of those per game last year, so that she is no stranger to aces.
Really nice jump serve for the freshman, that's for sure.
She'll ready another one. This one's up and over. Another line drive. This time Abby Thielander gets the dig. Ellie Thielander looks to hit it across. It was blocked at the net there by Taylor Haney, but she could not keep it on the Tigers' side. It will fall on the Dragons' side, and the Tigers get a point back. 7-5 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. And back to serve is Clara Neeson. Neeson's serve is up, and it is long, and that will be a Pine City point. 7-6 here in this one. Great River Conference matchup between these two teams. Taylor Tollefson will get set to serve. Checking back in is Tegan Rosinski. She checks in for Roberts. Tollefson with the serve. It's up, and it is, and just long on that one. And the Tigers catch a little bit of a break there. 8-6. As Ellie Thielander will go back to serve.
Yeah, it looked like Shania was going to go for that. Right at the last second, she let off on that ball.
Was a good decision, as now we get an ace for Ellie Thielander as 2 Dragons went after it. Neither of them could get a clean dig, and it's an ace for Ellie Thielander. Make it 10, or they say 9-6, so we'll stick with what they have. Serve is over. This time a clean dig from Ellie Thielander looking for the kill, and somehow it got across. Katie Thiemann with the kill. That hit the top of the net again.
That set was behind her. She really had to dig way back for that one, and she just let that one roll right over.
Sometimes a lucky bounce is all you'll need. Libero, Peyton Liao back to serve. Serve is up and over. Dug up cleanly by Neeson. Rude will push it across. Liao on the diving dig attempt is not going to get there in time. Rude didn't have a clean look at that one either.
If you heard a little background noise on that, that was the visiting team, the cheerleaders. It looks like the boys in the black back there, really trying to bring that Dragon pride forward.
Kendra Heinz will serve for the Tigers. It's into the net, and the Dragons get one back, make it 10-8. Serve. This one's going to go into the net from Taylor Haney, and that makes it 11-8.
2 unforced service errors right in a row there.
And now Natalie Rude is back to serve again for the Tigers. It is up. I think it might have just clipped the top of the net, but it winds up getting over. Rude will dig it up on this near side. Abby Thielander looks for the kill, blocked at the net. And
somebody from Rush City in the net, it looked like.
So Pine City will get a point back. 11-9.
I didn't catch who that was.
I didn't either. But either way, Pine City gets the point back, and now Tegan Rosinski back to serve. Good serve. That is in for an ace from Tegan Rosinski. Again, a little bit of miscommunication on the back line.
Looks like it's the first game of the season.
Certainly does. And, that's, I think, a little bit more unfortunate for the Tigers because they've played it in their home tournament, and they looked really good. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't have mistakes, but as a coach, I'm sure he would like to see that a little bit more shored up. Meanwhile, the serve is over. It is dug up and goes high, nearly into the rafters. Abby Thielander looking for the kill. Dug up on the near side by Rosinski. Pushed back across by Taylor Tollefson. Dug up on the near side, Ellie Thielander. Back across. Abby Thielander looking for the kill. Through a block and gets it down for the kill. Abby Thielander, that big swing, showing off early. Now, she is a junior, one of the more veteran players on this roster, which is really crazy to say because they have only 3 juniors. The rest are sophomore and freshmen.
That's as veteran as you get on this team, I guess.
Taylor Tollefson gets it over a block and down for the kill. Back and forth we go. Early on, it looked like the Tigers might pull away, but Dragons fought back with a few aces, got some points, and now all of a sudden it's a 1-point game once again. As now back to serve will be Chloe Jarakowski. It is up and over. Dug up by Zeltinger. The libero pushed back down by, that was Allie Tollefson. Now Taylor Tollefson trying to get it back across. Dug up by Rude. Right in the middle, setting it up for Neeson off the block. Dug up nicely, though, by Roberts. Good recognition. Taylor Tollefson looking for the kill. Dug up by Zeltinger. Rude with the set, and getting it over is Ellie T-Lander. Dug up by Roberts. Now to Haney, and that's going to go into the net, and no chance there for the Dragons.
Set to the net.
That was good back and forth there between those two.
Great back and forth. I bet we saw that ball get hit about 12 times in that volley there.
So Paige Wiener will go back to serve for the blue and yellow. This one just over the net. Roberts has to get low to dig that one. Tollefson now to Allie Tollefson, and this one's back across. Abby T-Lander with it to Rude, and it's Ellie T-Lander on the near side. Ooh, that was close. Might even be worth a replay. And let me get a moment. You know what? We'll do it right now. Take a look at this replay here. See if we got enough of it. This one gets over, and we didn't get enough of it. Well, meanwhile, here in this one, the Tigers now out to a 14-11 lead. So
14-12.
14-12, excuse me. And back to serve for the Dragons is Allie Tollefson. The left-handed serve is over. It's a line drive and right again in between 2 players in the back line for another ace for Allie Tollefson.
Yep. Has that strong jump serve, and coming from the left hand, I mean, the Rush City just hasn't been able to stop it easily, that's for sure.
It has looked a little bit different coming off that left hand, and Dragons have a nice ace server back there. That's going to be another one. Abby T-Lander looking at it the whole way, and right at the last minute, she kind of realized, well, that's going to come down in play, and another ace.
Going complete cross court, too. Serving from the left side, and it's dropping all the way on the right side. So all 6 of those Rush City girls got to see that ball, but they all let it go down.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part is you want to let those go sometimes, but sometimes it's just not going to work. And somehow this ball had a Pine City bounce and a half.
We have a change in score there, and Pine City, for the first time, with the lead.
They do have the lead now, 15-14. On that Brace Orthodontics scoreboard. Meanwhile, this one will go long, and the 2 T-Lander sisters kind of glance at each other and go, okay, finally. So 15 all after the Dragons took their first lead of the match.
That background noise is brought to you by the Rush City Tigers crowd. They're getting into it now.
Clara Neeson to serve, and only a sophomore. It is a high rainbow serve. Taylor Haney will push it over. Rude tried to get it, but not enough on it. And that will be another Pine City point. 16-15 they lead. Quick substitution. Roberts out in is Rosinski. Back to serve is Taylor Tollefson, one of the captains of this squad. Serve is up and over. Another miscommunication. Neeson and Ellie T-Lander both go at it. I think it was Neeson who actually got the dig, but pushed it backwards and right into that divider there to make it 17-15 Pine City. And the serve from Taylor Tollefson. It's up and it is over. Neeson with the clean dig this time. Ellie T-Lander up and pushing it across is Kendra Hines. Dug up and trying to race after it is, well, that was Taylor Haney. She could not get to it as she dove right almost into the bleachers there. And that does get down for a Tiger point. To serve for the Tigers looks to be, I think, Ellie T-Lander. Serve is over. Tollefson, a beautiful dig. Now on the far side, it's Rosinski with the kill.
Near corner, you bet. All the way.
18-16. Quick sub in comes Jarakowski. Out went, I believe that was Katie Thiemann. Back to serve is the libero, Peyton Liao. Serve is over, dug up by Ellie Thielander. Rude to set, and pushing it across. That time is Kendra Hines. A diving dig by the libero. Pushing it across is Taylor Tollefson. They kept it alive. Rude will set it up again now for Abby Thielander. Tried to be more pinpoint accurate with that one, but it's dug up by the Dragons. Taylor Tollefson looks for the kill. This one is dug up on the back line by Anderson. Abby Thielander looked for the kill, but it's blocked at the net by Taylor Haney. My goodness, what a block there from Haney. And Jeff, that takes some guts to sit there and try and block one of those.
Takes guts. That's a no-doubter block, too. Put your team up by 3 this deep into this first set. You bet.
Yeah, we'll be back to serve once again, 19-16. Serve is going to go long. So 19-17 now, but what a first set we have on our hands between these two squads. This has been a lot of fun so far, and it's only going to get better.
I believe, and you can fact check me later, but I think the largest score lead we've had has been 3 points in this game, in this set so far.
I would agree. I think it's only been 3. Meanwhile, Tigers looking for a kill. Abby Thielander wanted to come back with a statement, and, well, it winds up falling, so it will work out. So 19-18 now. Dragons still with the lead. Here's the serve from the Tigers. Dug up low by Tollefson. This is near the net, but pushed back across. Dug up there by Heinz. Pushed over, and a diving dig by Lau, but it's not going to be enough. And I think Paige Wiener will officially get credited with that one to tie us all up at 19 apiece, and we'll get a timeout here called by Pine City. We'll keep it here. There's too much action going on for us to take a quick commercial break, so we'll keep it here. It has been a fast-paced first set, but man, it has been an even first set. Like you mentioned, the largest lead has only been 3, but we have seen our fair share of momentum swings here in this one, but as of late, it looks like the Dragons have captured some momentum, and you mentioned that lead, how important it is to have it this late in a set.
Yeah, you know, it's super important, and really we were talking in the pregame about the Rush City and how young they are, but we saw that Pine City, the freshmen,
yes,
like coming up with some huge serves and rallying, I think 3 or 4 straight points to get Pine City within the lead, and then to hold it and maintain it for a little bit. So the younger players on both teams really coming through big here.
Yeah, they really are. It's fun to see, as we do see Allie Tollefson with 4 serve aces here so far, and we're not even done with the first set yet. Meanwhile, back to serve for the Tigers is Kendra Heinz. And this one's up and over. Now with the dig to Haney, and looking for the kill through the block! The kill for Chloe Jarakovsky.
Rush City went up with 2 blockers and went right through both of them. They were tight on that block, too. That was just a forceful put away.
It was. That was an impressive swing. Now Taylor Haney will be back to serve. And it's over. Dug up by Ellie Thielander. Rude to set. Abby Thielander looking for the kill. A low dig. She got enough of it, but it went into the net. And that'll tie us right back up at 20 apiece.
She was at that 10-foot line. That was a long shot to have that thing go down and land like that.
Pretty good swing there from Abby Thielander. Now Rude is back to serve for the Tigers. Serve is over. Dug up by Jarakovsky and hit back across by Allie Tollefson. This one is dug up on a dive by Zeltinger, and no one for the Tigers is able to catch up to it, and that'll be another point for Pine City. 21-20 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. So back to serve, Tegan Rosinski. Serve is into the net. Man, if that one would have got over, though, that would have been a nice line drive serve. That might have been another opportunity for an ace.
That's right. That was a real dart, that's for sure.
Back to serve for the Tigers is Abby Thielander. Speaking of a young lady who's no stranger to serve aces, this is one of them, but this time it's going to go long. So the announcer's jinx comes into effect there. 22-21, excuse me. Dragons hold on to this lead, and now Chloe Jarakovsky back to serve. Serve is up and over. Dug up by Zeltinger to Rude. on the far side. It's blocked at the net on the swing from Wiener. Now it's dug up again by Zeltinger. Hit back across by Ellie Thielander. Dug up on the back line by Roberts. Taylor Tollefson will push it across. Dug up by Zeltinger on the back line. Rude to set. This is Ellie Thielander looking for the kill. Dug up nicely, though, by Jurakovsky. Looking for the kill the other way is Tollefson, and Allie Tollefson with the kill to make it 23-21.
Might be important to note that the Dragons right now are playing without their libero in the lineup right now. So they had six hitters on the floor.
And, well, it's worked for them so far. They now lead 23-21. Need 2 more to get this first set victory. And how important is that for the Dragons to get the first set victory on the road?
Oh, you got to get that first victory. I mean, and not only that, but you have a young team that you're playing against. Maybe you can morally defeat them a little bit, make them really think about that loss going into the second set. And if you can get a young team down, sometimes you can win just morally and emotionally on that. And the second set could go to the Dragons as well. So I'm excited to see how this one ends up and get into the next set as well.
Yeah, of course, this set is not over yet. The Tigers have been known to make some comebacks. They are certainly not afraid, and they are not strangers to comebacks either. So this is a team that I don't want to say familiar with comebacks, but they can certainly pull it off. Back to serve again for the Dragons is Jurakovsky. It's over, dug up by Zeltinger, Ellie Thielander, and push across by Paige Wiener. And looking for the kill is Allie Tollefson. It's going to go long. Interesting to note, Paige Wiener was a Dragon last year, so she has switched sides. Now, that can be for a multitude of reasons. We're not going to say that she switched sides for any one reason, but she is a Dragon last year, and now she's a Tiger this year. Meanwhile, on the other side, Taylor Tollefson getting a kill for the Dragons, and it's set point Dragons. 24-22.
Tigers have to be perfect here now. Backs against the wall.
Well, and it's Allie Tollefson serving again, so that's who you want back there for the Dragons at this point. But Ellie Thielander gets a nice dig on it and got a block, and then it went towards their bench, racing after it a couple of Dragons, but it winds up getting down, and the Tigers stay alive.
Yeah, I think that ball was out.
Yep.
Taylor Tollefson kind of getting a little set on that, and I think that ball would have been out. She would like to have that one back.
Claire Neeson will serve. Yao in the back line with the dig. Haney sets it up for Tollefson. Yeah, almost got it through a block, and then a mistake by Rude. And that will be it. So the first set will go to the Pine City Dragons, 25-23. Set 1 has come to a close, and the Dragons with the first set victory over Rush City, and they lead 1-0. I don't know if too many people were thinking that the first set would go the way of the Dragons, especially these Tiger fans, but it did. So we will take a commercial break, and then when we come back, we will have the second set ready to go. But meanwhile, we will now have our Hones set break. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. State-of-the-art facilities and 44-plus years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Back after word from our fine sponsors.
Now it's time for the Q Media Sports Set Break. Brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. More local high school sports action is on the way.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace, like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP, and of course live with video at WCMPradio.com. Joined alongside by Jeff Schaefer. That first set went to the Dragons, 25-23. An impressive first set, and in large part due to all the aces they got in that set.
Lots of aces, lots of aces. A few unforced errors, too, both ways, though. Overall, a pretty even match, but, yeah, those aces just really put a dagger in the Tigers on that one.
So we will get ready for set number 2. Quick word between coach and player on both sides, actually, as we get a moment in a pause. And, again, that was your Hones set break, thanks to Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Brace Orthodontics scoreboard. Brace Orthodontics, custom light force braces, or Invisalign clear liners. 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. That Cambridge location is brand spanking new. If you're going through Cambridge on 95, you're going west through town. It's right next to the, what would it be? The Culver's and the Caribou or Starbucks, whichever. What's in between them both. So it's a brand new building over there. Be sure to check it on out. So the Tigers will start this set serving. It's Natalie Rude, and it's into the nets. Well, a good start for the Dragons, and you talk about getting momentum early on.
I also talked about unforced errors.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, the unforced errors there for Rush City. They piled up, and that's not what you want to see, especially game 1 at home.
No.
Serving for the Dragons is Tegan Rosinski. Her serve, I think, just got a piece of the net, but it winds up getting over. Abby T-Lander looking for a kill, and that looks more like T-Lander right there. That was an absolute shot through the defense of Pine City. We're tied at 1. A quick substitution. In comes Roberts. Out is Rosinski. And Abby T-Lander is back to serve.
Yeah, that set was right where you want that for as a hitter, and she just put that ball 2 feet in bounds from that back line. It was great ball.
Service over. Leal with the dig for the Dragons. Taylor Tollefson looking for the kill on the other side. It's going to hit one of the poles there on the net, and that is out of bounds. So that's out of play. You cannot hit the net, or excuse me, hit the pole on the net. So that is out of play. So point Rush City 2-1. T-Lander will serve again, and this time it's into the net.
Rush City, 2 serves and 2 in the net. A little unique.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. And again, it is a younger squad. We talked about that, but even though they're young, they still have a lot of experience. So we'll have to clean that up as we go along. Serving is Jarakowski for the Dragons. Rude at the net, and it is going to be Dragon point. Are they going to call a double hit on Rush City, it looks like? Not quite tell, but either way, it did fall on the Tiger side. 3-2, Pine City. And Jarakowski will serve again. This one's into the net. So here early on in this second set, some errors by both squads that, I mean, we've seen them throughout the first one, but they're kind of just piling on.
We've had 6 points and four balls to the net.
Paige Wiener with the serve. It's dug up by the Dragons. Tollefson will not quite get enough on it to get it over the net. So point for Rush City. Tollefson in a good spot, just didn't get enough on it.
Good spot. Falling backwards a little bit, though, so just couldn't quite get enough of that on there.
Paige Wiener will serve again. It is, it's going to hit the net and get over for an ace. The assist goes to the net there on that one.
It can be your best friend and your worst enemy, can it?
It certainly can. Wiener will serve again. It's over, dug up by Roberts. To Haney. Allie Tollefson, and that is going to get down for the kill. Allie Tollefson said, all right, 2 points is enough of a lead for you. She gets it back within 1. Speaking of, she'll go back to serve. So Tollefson readies.
Rush City without their libero in.
The left-handed serve. Oh, no, and Anderson. That was, I don't know, it's hard to angle from here, but it looked like it was out.
It maybe was out. I don't know. I guess she's playing it close to the line, and she figures if I'm this close, I better hit everything that's coming.
Well, it's going to wind up being another ace for Allie Tollefson, but this one is going to go long. So 6-5 now in favor of the Tigers. It will be Clara Neeson back to serve here in the early stages of set number 2. Pine City leads 1-0. Neeson's serve is over. Leal with the dig to Haney. She'll just shove it across, and the Tigers were not quite ready for it. Smart move there by Taylor Haney.
Yeah, it looked like Kendra Hines was just unsure that ball was coming over, and then it got hit right back to her again, and a little confusion there.
Well, it works out, and we're tied again at 6 apiece. Taylor Tollefson is back to serve. This one is over, dug up by Ellie T-Lander. On this side now, pushed over by Kendra Hines. Back across by Pine City. Rude setting it up, and Abby T-Lander will get it across. Dug up by Allie Tollefson. And now looking for the kill that time is Katie Thiemann. They're not going to get it over. I think they got a double hit anyways on the Tigers. Yep. So 7-6 now, and back and forth we go here in this set. Taylor Tollefson, the serve. And that one will go a little bit long. Too strong on that one.
Had her Wheaties this morning, I bet.
She did,
yeah.
She did. 7-all here in set number 2. The serve is over by Ellie T-Lander. And hitting it across is Rosinski, dug up on the back line by Neeson. Ellie T-Lander sets for Abby T-Lander. And this is over. Allie Tollefson with the dig, and hit back across by Taylor Haney. Anderson with it to Rude, setting it up, pushing it over is Heinz. Leal goes into nearly the bench area just to get that one. Then Taylor Haney misplays that one and hits it into the net.
Yeah, she'd probably want that one back. I think she probably would have went with a set versus a pass over the net on that one.
So it is now 8-7. Tigers with the lead. Serve is over by Ellie T-Lander. And this one, wow, Katie Thiemann trying to get it through a block, pushed over by the Dragons. Rude will smack it across, and Haney will set, and now on the far side, Rosinski again in a block, pushed back over by Haney. Dug up by Anderson, and hit over, oh my goodness, it hits the net, winds up getting over there for Kendra Heinz, and the Dragons, that one really had no chance at that one. It looked like it was going to go into the net, but it wound up going over.
It did. Yeah, the net took a lot of that blow away.
T-Lander's serve is over. Allie Tollefson with the dig to Taylor Tollefson set, and hitting it over is Rosinski to Anderson, and she cannot play it cleanly, and that'll be a kill for the Dragons, 9-8. Peyton Leal back to serve. The sophomore libero. Her serve is up and over. Dug up by Ellie T-Lander on the far side. Heinz just a tap across. Nobody on that far side corner for the Dragons. And the Tigers make it 10-8.
Yeah, she saw the two blockers come up to the net, and they vacated the area, and libero wasn't just fast enough to get there right there, and great tip over the net there.
Kendra Heinz back to serve for Rush City. It is up and over. Dug up by the libero. Now to Haney. Tollefson. Ooh. And that one, that close. That'll make it 11-8 as that one does go long. Heinz. Another serve. Dug up by Allie Tollefson. Haney. And Leal will get it back across. Dug up by Wiener. And Abby T-Lander will look for the kill. Oh, and that one absolutely, completely died right in front of Leal. She's going for the dig, and it just took a nosedive.
I wonder if it got a little bit of a tip or something to kill it that we didn't see it from up our vantage point.
It very well could have. 12-8. This is the largest lead of both of these sets so far. And this one, and a miscommunication. Taylor Tollefson thought it was going long. Leal at the last second realized, gotta have it. And That'll be an ace, 13-8. And now we will get a timeout called here by Pine City. We'll take a 30-second break here on WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, Anthem Country WCMP. Over in Cambridge, the Blue Jackets hosting the Andover Huskies. Adam Hefty and Chris Gable over there calling that one. We'll get an update from them here sooner than later. Back in our game, 13-8, Tigers with the largest lead of the game now, and they hope to continue to build on that. Meanwhile, here's the serve from Kendra Heinz. It's over. Taylor Tollefson with the dig to Haney at the front of the net, and now hitting it across is Rosinski. Rosinski, that one is going to get over. Neeson got it, but it's going to get down, and a point back for the Dragons, 13-9. And back to serve is going to be Taylor Haney for the Dragons. Serve is over, dug up by Ellie T-Lander. That's going to go into the rafters. Somehow it got down. It's not going to get over, though. And that will be another point for Pine City.
Well, Pine City down by 4 or 5 there and just starting to rally back again.
Haney with a serve, 13-10. It's over. It's up and dug by Ellie T-Lander, setting it up for Abby T-Lander. It gets blocked, so Haney will have an easier time to get it. And Rosinski hits it back across. Diving dig from Neeson. Pushed over. Liao will get the dig. Haney. Allie Tollefson off a block. It gets down for another point, Pine City. And you mentioned it. They're starting to make that return now. 13-11. Now only down by 2.
I can't get comfortable here. I don't know who's going to win this one.
Taylor Haney will go back to serve. It's up. And over, dug up by Zeltinger. Front of the net, Rude. Paige Wiener with the kill. That was a pretty nice kill. That was set up perfectly for her as well.
Yeah.
Natalie Rude with the serve. Oh, and another one that Rosinski thought it was going to go long, but again, Liao just trying to save face there, trying to make something happen, but unfortunately just not enough time to react to that one, and it'll be an ace for Rude.
Yeah, it looked like Liao had the right call on that one.
Yeah. So Rude will serve again. This time it is dug up by Rosinski to Haney, and hit across by Jerkowski. Blocked at the net, back across though. Tigers have it, Neeson to Rude, and it's Abby T-Lander has to readjust. It's going to get down, and that's kill for her. Cambridge is leading 1-0, but they're about to lose set 2. They won the first set 25-22. They trailed the second set 22-3. Not 13, not 23, no, 22-3. So that is quite the change there for Andover. Meanwhile, 16-11, another serve for Rude. Allie Tollefson with the hit across, dug up by Ellie T-Lander. Natalie Rude, and now Abby T-Lander hits it across, Haney with the dig. And they'll set it up for Rosinski. Light tap across. It is dug up, though, by Abby T-Lander. She'll look for the kill and gets it through a block. And Abby T-Lander with another kill. Jeff getting us an update there on that game over there in Cambridge. Good first set, but all of a sudden that second set, wow.
Yeah, I don't know that ball just hit the block. I don't think it hit the blockers. I think that was straight to the net there.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one is over on the serve from Rude again. Set by Tollefson and pushed over by Haney. Dug up by Paige Wiener to Rude. Neeson looking for the kill. Blocked at the net. Dug up by Tollefson to Haney. She'll set it. Oh, that's going to somehow get over. Allie Tollefson gets it across. But Abby T-Lander setting it up. It goes off the net. I think it might have hit the pole on the net. So Dragons will get the point. 17-12.
That was the Abby call there. Both sides of the net.
Yeah. 6 points was the largest lead. Now back down to 5. As Tegan Rosinski will serve. Nice line drive serve. Dug up cleanly, though, by Zeltinger to Rude. Abby Thielander lining it up. Blocked at the net. Dug up, pushed backwards, and hit over by Jerkowski. Dug up by Zeltinger. Paige Wiener will push it over. Diving dig by Haney. Haney will push it back across, but it's going to go long. Good eye there and good awareness by Taylor Haney, but just too much on that one.
Yeah, just a bit. She started that one, and it went over to the libero, and then right back to her as she's getting off her feet, and she just gave it a little too much.
So now Abby Thielander will serve for the Tigers, 18-12. It's up and it is over. Dug up by Roberts. Allie Tollefson. And Leal will hit it across. Dug up by Rude to Wiener. And Ellie Thielander will hit it across. That's in. And Tollefson thought that one was going long. It did not. It had a good pace on it and came down right before that.
And a tough angle shot, too. I mean, that landed just past the 10-foot line over on the Dragon side there.
19-12. Abby Thielander with the serve. Tollefson with the dig. Haney sets. Tollefson looking for a kill. That is in on that far sideline. Man, she toted the line there, but it works.
She must be a painter in her future life or past life because that thing was right on there.
Yeah, that was, I mean, you can't get too much closer than that. My goodness. Back to serve for the Dragons is going to be Chloe Jerkowski. Dug up by Zeltinger on the back line to Neeson. Ellie Thielander looks for the kill. Blocked, and that's going to go to the net. It was dug up by Jerkowski, but just a little too much on it. Put it right to the net, and it comes down on the Dragons side. 13-20, Dragons trail. Tigers with the lead here in set number 2. Paige Wiener will serve. It's up, it's over. Dug up by Roberts to Haney. On the near side, Allie Tollefson looking for the kill. Rude has to reach for that one. She manages to get it. Ellie Thielander is... I mean, she got another lucky bounce there, but it works out. Doesn't matter if it's luck or not, as long as you get the point.
Yeah, that was barely the top third of the net. That thing somehow went over.
So 21-13, Tigers lead. It's over. Dug up by Tollefson. Haney. And somehow they do get it over and across. Katie Thiemann with the latest hit. Rude will set, and it is killed there by Kendra Heinz for the Tigers. Now 22-13, and they're starting to pull away, and we'll get a timeout here by Pine City. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a 30-second break as well, listening to WCMP.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on WCMP Anthem Country, 22-13, Tigers lead. And after this, we'll have another Hones Auto Body and Glass set break, so stay tuned for that. Here are a bunch of our fine sponsors. We appreciate all of our fine sponsors who hop on for the fall sports season. We appreciate them. Again, it's not without them that we can be out here, so huge thank you to them. There's the buzzer, and we're back to action. Paige Wiener again will serve for the Tigers. It's up and over. Dug up by Roberts. That is actually going to go back across the net. Trying to kick it up was Haney, but it unfortunately goes under the net. 23-13.
Not much you could do on that. That ball, that first hit went right over the net, right to the Tigers.
Wiener again the serve. Leal with the dig. Haney comes back, and now Tollefson looking for the kill into the net. And that now makes it set point for the Tigers, 24-13.
Some saying I know when it rains it pours or something like that. I've heard that one somewhere.
Yep. Paige Wiener looks to finish off this set. Roberts with the dig. Haney. Oh, my goodness. Two teammates run into each other. Tollefson does get it across. They appear to be okay. Still trying to get back and set up. And, yeah, unfortunately with that, the Tigers get a little bit of a gift there because of the players tripping over them. So now we got a whistle.
Not sure what the whistle is here.
Are they? Ooh. I think they're going to give Pine City a break. Yeah, Pine City's going to catch a break, it looks like.
Looked like they hooked their feet together and just kind of tripped over each other. And
so
I don't know.
Basically, it looks like we're going to redo the point. And I think more or less they're looking for maybe injuries possibly.
Potentially.
So another set serve, and Haney will push it back over, and not so fast. Tollefson with the dig, set it up for Allie Tollefson, and it's dug up by Rude. And two of the Tiger teammates run into each other. It's the sisters, Abby and Ellie, who run into each other to make it 24-14. Well, it's not impossible, but they need 10 straight to erase that point, do the Dragons, 24-14. Back to serve, Allie Tollefson. Serve is, man. And another one that is just inches away, but the Tigers will take set 2, 25-14. So set 2 goes the way of the Tigers, and we're now tied at 1 set apiece. So with that, we'll take a commercial break, and we'll be back after word from our fine sponsors. And this, again, is another Hones Auto Body set break. Hones Auto Body in Mora. Hail damage? Get your vehicle over to Hones Auto Body in Mora. In fact, many insurance companies recommend Hones. They'll get you fixed up. So the Hones Auto Body set break when we return after word from our fine sponsors.
Now it's time for the Q Media Sports Set Break, brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. More local high school sports action is on the way.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe, open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends 7 till 2.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
Back here on WCMP, 1 set apiece is what we're tied at here in this one. The Tigers and the Dragons going at it. Here coming up is the third set now. Again, we're tied at 1 set apiece. It will be the Dragons who will serve first in this one. Back to serve first is Taylor Haney. Serve is up and over. Dug up there on the back line by Ellie T-Lander. Rude, and then to Abby T-Lander, and that is long on the hit by Abby T-Lander. So the Dragons score first.
Yeah, that was really good self-control by the libero, just to freeze.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we've unfortunately seen mistakes from that, but she's been pretty good here tonight. Meanwhile, This serve is over. Dug up by the Tigers, hit back across by Abby T-Lander. This time the libero did not get a clean enough dig. It will push it almost to the bleachers, and that will tie us at 1 apiece here. Natalie Rude will go back to serve for Rush City. And it's over. Dug up by Tegan Rosinski, and she will hit it back across. Dug up by T-Lander, and that was Paige Wiener looking for the kill, but now Allie Tollefson looking for the kill, and it's blocked by Abby T-Lander, and it's another point for the Tigers.
Yeah, just not enough height on that ball, I don't think, and it might have hit the top of the net there too.
Rude's serve is over. Rosinski with the dig to Haney, and Allie Tollefson on the far side will hit it across the court, dug up by Ellie T-Lander. Now to Abby T-Lander looking for the kill, blocked at the net, dug up by the Tigers. Claire Neeson will look for the kill. That one goes long. A nice job there by the Dragons, laying off of that one too. So we're tied at 2 apiece as Tegan Rosinski will serve for Pine City. It's up and over. Dug up by Ellie T-Lander to Rude. Abby T-Lander coming through, and that's a long hit by Abby T-Lander, and she almost kind of knew it right away.
Yeah, there was a spectator coming in. I thought they were going to get hit on that one, so fortunately not. Fortunately, that didn't happen.
3-2, Pine City leads. Rosinski to serve. It's up and it is over. A little bit of a floater on that one. Ellie T-Lander with the dig. Paige Wiener will just tap across, and that is just a beautiful, beautiful smart play.
Great
by
ball
Paige
control,
Wiener.
right in the middle of the court. Everybody else in Pine City, they were kind of on the perimeter of the court, and she just very gracefully put that right in the middle.
Abby T-Lander to serve for Rush City. It is going to hit the net and get over. Taylor Tollefson adjusts and gets the dig, and now back across by Jurakovsky, dug up by Rush City at the middle of the net. Tollefson is there to, she's there to keep hold of it on the other side, and Rude cannot get to it, and that'll be point Pine City.
Boy, this back and forth thing, we've seen this somewhere else. Where was that?
Somewhere. Yeah. 4-3 as Jurakovsky will serve. It goes long, and we're tied at 4 again. Subbing in, and that'll be Kendra Heinz for the Tigers. In for the libero Zeltinger. Back to serve is Paige Wiener. Her serve is just up and over. Roberts with the dig to Haney. Taylor Tollefson on the far side looking for the kill. Diving dig by T-Lander, though, to save that one. Rude sets it up for Ellie T-Lander, and that's out on that far side. And it's 5-4 Pine City. Shania Anderson will check in for the Tigers. In for Paige Wiener. And it's Allie Tollefson, the lefty, to serve for the green and black. And unfortunately, a little too much mustard on that one will tie us at 5. So yes, again, back and forth we go here in this one, as now Clara Neeson will go back to serve. It's a good matchup for game 1. Neeson's serve is up and over, dug up there by Allie Tollefson, push across by Haney to Taylor Tollefson, dug up on the back line by Neeson. Now on the front of the line, it is pushed over by Heinz, pushed back over by Haney to the number 8's going at it. Ellie T-Lander will get it across and right in front of Allie Tollefson. That's a tough one. Allie Tollefson just not quick enough to that one, as it came up just short of where she was at.
Yep, just a little delayed on that block there.
Neeson to serve again. Her team leads 6-5. Yeah, with the dig to Haney. Taylor Tollefson again. Just mistimed that one a little bit.
Yeah, Taylor didn't have a great opportunity at that one. That set just behind the 10-foot line, which means you're leaning back as a hitter, and that's a tough hit. So
no doubt.
You'd like
going off your back foot.
Yeah, you'd like that momentum going forward.
As Neeson will hit this one over again to Allie Tollefson. Haney will just shove it back across, but Anderson there this time. And now hitting into the net for the Tigers is Kendra Heinz. So 7-6. And Taylor Tollefson will be back to serve. Tollefson's serve is over. Dug up on that far sideline by Neeson to Rude. To Heinz again, but this one, it is just in on that far sideline.
I don't think Liao agreed with that one.
No, it does not look like she did. And Of course, we don't have the best vantage point, but it was close.
It was very close, yes.
Ellie T-Lander to serve. Over, dug up by Allie Tollefson. Haney, and hitting it over is Rosinski. Nope, it will go and hit that pole on the net. And again, that is out of play. So 9-6 now. This is the largest lead of this third set. Of course, largest lead was about 13 in that second one. Ellie T-Lander serves over. Taylor Tollefson. Haney will push it across. Anderson again with the dig to Rude. Now Abby T-Lander with the absolute rocket of an arm coming out and getting the kill, 10-6. You just can't let Abby T-Lander square one up like that because, my goodness, she's going to absolutely destroy the ball.
I had to Google it. It's called an antenna.
Antenna, there we go.
It's just that simple.
As this serve is into the net.
You and I both have talked about it. The ball hitting the pole on the net. It's just as simple as called an antenna.
We'll figure it out eventually as we go forward.
It's game one, right?
Exactly. Liao will serve. Diving dig from Ellie T-Lander, but it's going to wind up hitting the floor.
Great serve. Actually a good dig on that, too, but nobody from Rush City able to pick up the rebound on that.
So 2 good plays, but it winds up in favor of Pine City, and now Liao will serve again. This one going to go long. Had to wait on it for a second. I was waiting for it to take a nosedive at the last moment, but it did stay long. And now back to serve for the Tigers is Kendra Heinz. 11-8 is our score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Serve is up and over. Dug up by Taylor Tollefson right there in the middle. Haney sets it up for Rosinski. Back over. Dug up by Ellie T-Lander to Rude. She'll set it up for Abby T-Lander. Abby T-Lander. Allie Tollefson gets a piece of it, but unfortunately pushes it backwards. And her sister, Taylor, could not get to it in time.
Yeah, Allie just wanted to get that one straight up in the air. Ended up losing the handle on it a little bit and going behind her.
Heinz will serve. It's going to hit the net. Oh, my goodness. And because it hit the net, Allie Tollefson could not adjust in time. It wound up getting up into her chin. She is okay, but that one will sting tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a double hit, wrist to chin, insult to injury on that one.
Heinz another serve. This one clears the net. Taylor Tollefson with the dig. Haney will just hit it over. Dug up by Wiener. And now Abby T-Lander with another kill through a block to make it 14-8. This is kind of the point in the game last set where the Tigers started to pull away. Dragons trying to make sure that doesn't happen this time around.
Yeah, you see that momentum change, and you can kind of feel it a little bit too.
Heinz serve is over Tollefson. And Rosinski hits it back across for the Dragons. Dug up by the Tigers. Paige Wiener will look for the kill through a block of, I think that was Rosinski's block. She got it through. And another kill there for Paige Wiener. That makes it 15-8, Rush City.
Looking at body language and reading that, you see Rush City a little bit fewer, more smiles on and stuff, and Pine City really trying to dig deep here.
And smart play there by, 3 different Dragon players as they let that one go long. 15-9 as Taylor Haney will go back to serve for Pine City. Serve is up and over. Dug up there by Zeltinger. And this one going to go long on the hit from Abby T-Lander. Mistake there by her, 15-10. Dragons will get it back, 15-10. Haney will serve. It's up, and it is over. Dug up by Ellie T-Lander to Rude, setting it up for Abby T-Lander. Accuracy over power on that one. And now Rosinski, a little bit mistimed on that one, hits it into the net. 16-10 Tigers. Pretty packed gym here for the first game of the season. School has yet to start, so pretty impressive to have this many people at game one.
Yeah, I'd say so. It looks like the visiting team actually a couple more people than the home team.
Oh. And this is a rivalry, so this one will always bring out everybody as this is hit back across for the Tigers. Paige Wiener.
Out without a touch.
Yep, that's what they're going to say. So that one, good hit, but just a little bit too long on it.
And Leo just once again making that smart play of not actually swinging at it. So she went for it, but left her hand back. So.
And she's only a sophomore, and this is her first year on the varsity level, so pretty impressive to see that awareness. Now, The serve from Rosinski, and it was dug up and then hit into the antenna.
Yep.
Antenna.
The antenna.
To make it 16-12.
Trying to get an update here for the Cambridge Andover game, but nothing coming through yet.
Meanwhile, the Rosinski serve is into the net to make it 17-12. Yeah, that one will probably be into the third set as well, I would assume. It is tied at 1 set apiece between those two teams. Cambridge won it by 3 in the first, and then pretty significant loss in the second. It was 22-3 last time we checked. Abby Thielander will serve for Rush City. Leal with the dig to Haney. Pushes it over for Tollefson. Tollefson has to adjust, and it's dug up by Wiener. Now Ellie Thielander will hit it across. Leal with the diving dig. Haney trying to just push it over. Realized she didn't have quite the setup she wanted. Just trying to make a play, but unfortunately hits it into the net.
Yeah, it would have been really a smart set there if she got it over. I mean, that was such a quick ball coming from Leal.
Thielander again to serve. 18-12. That is just long. That one was close, but it was not close enough. 18-13.
She's dialed in on calling that back line right now.
She is. And now to serve for the Dragons is Chloe Jarakovsky. Serve is up and over. Oh, and a miscommunication again. That's Abby Thielander and Zeltinger with the miscommunication. We've seen that throughout the first set. Yeah, first set. Mainly. A little bit at the beginning of set 2, but then it kind of went away, and that's the first real big mistake here in this third set.
It has, and Rush City's been going without the libero the majority of the second and the third set.
So Jarakovsky coming off that ace. It's dug up by Zeltinger, pushed back across now by Ellie Thielander. Dug up by Thiemann, and Taylor Tollefson readjusts. Gets the kill, wow! Off her back foot, and somehow still manages to get that one placed perfectly.
Yeah, that was a great ball. What do you say?
Yeah, right. 18-15 now. Jarakovsky serve over, and it's going to be another ace. They're kind of targeting Zeltinger right now.
They are, and I think she's coming out right now. Coach Thielander said, yep, we're going to sub the libero out and stick with what's been working.
So Heinz will come in for Zeltinger. And Jarakovsky will have to find somewhere new to go with it. And she'll go right to Abby Thielander, to Rude then. And Ellie Thielander will just have to get this one over. Roberts with the dig to Haney. And looking for the kill is Allie Tollefson, but it is dug up by Rude. Ellie Thielander will hit it back across. Roberts to Haney. To Taylor Tollefson, and that's a beautiful shot from Tollefson.
What a monstrous hit on that one. You're getting your team within one. Those girls are amped right now.
Wow, that is huge.
That was
Taylor
cross
Tollefson.
court, go all through all 6 of the Rush City Tigers. Holy.
Wow. Now, can they pay it off and get this one tied up? Jarakovsky will try to do that with this serve. And I'd assume if they tie this up, we'd probably see a timeout on the Tiger side.
Ooh, we got an early whistle.
Oh, it's going to be
on
the Tigers.
We have a net violation on one of the Tigers, or a rotation violation?
I think what they called was the rotation.
I'm not sure. And Coach Thielander over there talking with the official, trying to get things sorted out.
Yeah, it looks like a rotation violation.
No points scored?
Yeah,
there it
goes.
is. Okay.
So we're tied. So mistakes here by Rush City, and all of a sudden we're tied at 18, but let's see what the Tigers do after the mistake. This is dug up by Rosinski.
Off the ceiling.
And hit back over by Tollefson. A diving dig by Abby Thielander. Kept alive by Neeson, and somehow they get it back across.
Oh!
Allie Tollefson to Thielander with the dig. On the far side, Neeson will look for the kill. Roberts with the dig. Haney will keep it alive. Taylor, no, it was
just not enough.
Man, Katie Thiemann trying to get that one over, just not enough.
I think that ball was for Taylor Tollefson, actually, and she kind of jumped the gun a little bit on that.
Man, back and forth we go. This one was, all of a sudden, we were talking, it looked like Rush City was about to pull away, then here come the Dragons.
Yeah, I think we had an 8-point spread at that point.
And then a bit of a miss hit there by Roberts. It'll be an ace for Paige Wiener, so 20-18. Let's see if the Dragons can't make up these 2 points once again. Late into the third set on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, Tigers 20-18 lead. Roberts with a clean dig this time. Haney will set it up for Tollefson. Tollefson, it's at the head, it hits and drops.
That was a block that just couldn't quite get over the net. It rolls a little bit, and none of the Tigers were able to get the dig on their side there.
Again,
oh, no.
Net can be your friend, it can be your enemy. It was the friend of the Dragons there. Hallie Tollefson to serve. We know how well she's done tonight serving. Can she do it again?
She's got a big arm, big hit back there, back of the line there.
Rude will get it back across the aisle with the dig. Haney will just push it across. Are we going to get double hit? Yep. So unfortunately, Haney with the double hit that time.
Still a 2-point game here. Anybody's ball game at this point.
Yeah,
if you're Pine City, you'd really like to close that gap a little bit, tie it up.
Yeah, as we get late here in this third set, but yeah, like you mentioned, this is still up for grabs. Neeson will serve for the Tigers, dug up by Allie Tollefson. Haney will set it up for Taylor Tollefson through a couple defenders. Neeson will slide to get that dig now. Ellie T-Lander, a diving dig by Liao. Haney will set Tollefson. Oh, just mishit it. Oh my goodness, and she is beside herself on that one.
Yeah, she mishit. Maybe that wasn't a perfect time for a one-handed pass. Maybe you go with the set or the bump over. Just to clear that ball, you got to be sure of that thing going over the net.
A timeout called here by Pine City. We'll take a quick 30-second break.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant, Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Back here on WCMP, 22-19 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Tigers with the lead. This has been an incredible first set between these, or first game between these two teams, I should say. This is, been all that we could ask for and then some. Tigers do lead, though, 22-19 in this third set. We're tied at one set apiece. Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team there wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners. Clara Neeson to serve. It's up and over. Dug up by Liao. Haney. And Liao will just hit it back over. Rude to set for Ellie T-Lander. And, well, it might have went off a block, but and no one there in the back line for Pine City.
Jeremy Tweet just commented that that moment ago when we had a break and the umpire was involved, the ref was involved there. It was a rotational point on that one by Rush City. Yep.
So we got confirmation there. Appreciate that. Neeson serve is over, and that's just no chance there. The dig from Tolson kind of sent it into the antenna, and Haney tried her best to get it, but no chance. And set point again for the Tigers, 24-19. Neeson will try and put this third set away and put her team up 2-1. It's up, over, dug up by Allie Tollefson. Nearly into the rafters. Haney, Taylor Tollefson. It's off the block and out of bounds. I wasn't sure if it hit the net or not.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. And the look by the side official, it was not a clear indication on what that was.
Yeah, that was
some more questions than answers.
Right. Taylor Tollefson will serve. They need 4 more to erase that point. Well, they're going to get it. A ace from Taylor Tollefson. And here they come marching. 24-21. They need 3 more. Aces is definitely, I mean, it's a huge in favor of Pine City. That is something that you don't really see too often against Rush City. Meanwhile, the serve is over. Ellie T-Lander to Neeson, and now Heinz will hit it across. Haney with the dig. Liao setting it up for Haney. Anderson just does get a piece of it. Neeson setting it up for Ellie T-Lander. Oh, and my goodness.
We got a... So the line judge says out, and the Net judge says it was a tip off the Dragons, and that's game point.
They're going to stick with it, too.
Or set point, I apologize.
Wow. Well, they did not even conversate about that one. That was just tipped. That's what it is. Interesting. So no conversation about it. Set number 3 goes to the Tigers, and they now lead 2-1. So we'll take another commercial break, and when we return from said commercial break, and we will be back after that. But first, that commercial break brought to you by Holmes Auto Body and Glass in Mora.
Now it's time for the Q Media Sports Set Break, brought to you by Holmes Auto Body and Glass in Mora. More local high school sports action is on the way.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Lightforce braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh?
Always has the right ammo.
Huh, thanks boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Okay. I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Sounds like we've got a few viewing parties out there for this one, listening in, tuning in. We appreciate everyone who's tuned in for this one. As we are in the 4th set now in Rush City. The Tigers need this one to come out of here with the win. But the Dragons looking to tie it up and go to a 5th and final set. We'll have to wait and see. These first 3 have been fantastic, honestly.
Yeah, they've been real nail biters, every one of them. I mean, Pine City started off a little slow in the very first set and then worked their way back to actually win that one. Then Rush City, kind of little familiar territory in the last 2 sets, kind of being in the lead and kind of fortunately coming out with the W on both of those sets. But, you know, an exciting 4th set we're looking forward to here for sure.
A little bit of a hometown handoff from A&W in just a moment. Meanwhile, the serve is over from Rude. Little bit of miscommunications, but somehow Dragons get it across. Paige Wiener looks for the kill, blocked at the net. Dug up by the Tigers. Abby T-Lander will look for the kill. It's off a block, and it's going to get down well past anybody for Pine City. Tigers take point 1 of the 4th. Hometown handoff brought to you by A&W. Presented by A&W in Pine City. Grab a frosty root beer float and a juicy cheeseburger there at A&W. Andover won that 3rd set over Cambridge Isani 25-17, so they lead 2-1 over Cambridge Isani. So Cambridge Isani will look to grab their 4th set victory to try and get that one to a 5th set. Meanwhile, this serve by Rude was long, and it will be Pine City point, 1 apiece, as Rosinski will serve. And that one's into the net. And that will give the Tigers the lead right back.
Well, I think for Pine City to get back in this, we got to get rid of those unforced errors.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it in the second set there, just kind of those unforced errors right into the net off the serve.
Abby Thielander with the serve, dug up by Liao, and pushing it across is Jurakovsky. Diving dig there by Zeltinger. Ellie Thielander with the hit. Haney sets for Taylor Tollefson, through a block, but Rude is going to get the dig. Abby Thielander sets. Clara Neeson will hit it across. Roberts just can't catch up to it in time, and a very well-placed ball by Clara Neeson.
Yeah, and a great touch on that, too. Not too little, but not too much. I mean, if she tries to slam it too hard, I think it probably goes to the front row, but boy, that was just a great location in the center of the court there.
Thielander serve over again. Roberts gets the dig. Allie Tollefson through traffic gets it down for the kill.
Just a sharp angle from that left hand. Man, she's been a killer.
She really has. It has been fun to watch here this evening.
The freshman.
Yes, Chloe Jarakovsky now back to serve for Pine City. They trail by 1. It's into the net.
Something I said about some of unforced errors somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I said that once.
Yeah, another one there, unfortunately. And yeah, that's, I think, something to speak on, too, because the last, 2 sets, the unforced errors heavily have been in in Rush City's favor in that they haven't committed as many as Pine City.
Correct.
And we just got a point for Pine City. They're saying it's in. It was toting that line again.
Well, got a bunch of painters on the team.
So now back to serve will be the lefty, Tollefson, Allie Tollefson. Oh my goodness, are you serious?
The net can be your foe and it can be your friend. We've talked about
goodness. That. Wow. It hit the net and it had all the intention of staying on their side, but it crawled its way over.
I bet that hit about halfway mid-net there. Holy.
It had to. Wow. Tied up at 4 apiece. Serve is over again. Abby Thielander with the dig to Rude. Now Ellie Thielander looking for the kill. Roberts with the dig to Haney, setting it up and getting it across is Katie Thiemann right into the breadbasket of Kendra Heinz. She just couldn't do nothing with it.
Yeah, that touch was definitely not the touch that she was thinking. She was thinking it was going to come a little deeper into her zone, but it just barely brushed off the net there.
Allie Tollefson to serve again. Southpaw serve is over. Ooh, and just long.
Just barely deep, but once again going completely cross court with that left hand that we've seen.
And we've seen a few aces from her on that type of a serve. That one a little too strong. Now back to serve for the Tigers is Clara Neeson. Neeson's serve is over. Dug up by Allie Tollefson. Goes right back across the net. Hit back across by Ellie Thielander. And, yeah, that one about as easy as you can get.
That's what they call a no-doubter.
Yes.
Quick shout-out to the CLC and the P3. Love you guys.
Clara Neeson readying her serve again. Allie Tollefson this time a little bit cleaner of a dig. Goes into the rafters, but they do corral it back over by Tollefson. Anderson with the hit. Ellie Thielander looking for the kill. Diving dig by Roberts, but it goes, actually it left the gym.
Well, this one didn't get lost. This one we got back a little bit faster. We had one leave us in the first set and have no idea if that ball has come back yet.
So Neeson will serve again. Tigers retake a 2-point lead, 7-5. Neeson serve, line drive, dug up by Allie Tollefson. That's no chance there. It's into the bleachers on the Rush City side. That makes it 8-5, and Neeson having a good couple points now as we'll see Allie Tollefson check out. In for the first time tonight for Pine City is Veronica Lavandusky, one of the seniors on this squad, as Neeson will serve again. It is up and long. Yeah, honestly, on that serve, it looked like her rhythm got a little bit interrupted.
A little bit, yeah. You know, and it could be just that quick change of player and stuff, and you get out of rhythm because things aren't just like what they were.
Right. So now Taylor Tollefson will go back to serve for Pine City. Looks like we may have had a change for the Dragons as well. Looks like Rosinski checks in for, I think, Roberts it was. Now Taylor Tollefson will serve right to Ellie Thielander. Setting it up for Heinz. Dug up nicely by Lavandusky. Haney will hit it over to Rosinski. Through a block, and the Tigers cannot get it. A nice kill there for Tegan Rosinski.
Yeah, Anderson just couldn't come up with it at the line there, and a great kill there for the Dragons.
Nice to see Rosinski get on the board there with a kill. She's got a couple aces tonight as well. Taylor Tollefson with the serve. Abby Thielander, the clean dig to Rude, setting it up for Ellie Thielander, and Lavandusky cannot catch up to that one. That might have been the quickest one we've seen.
Get out of the way of that train. Holy cow, toot toot, I'm coming through.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we need a radar gun because that was fast.
And that was as fluent back to front as it could have been.
Yeah, no doubt. As Rosinski looking for another kill off a block. This time Anderson able to corral it. Rude sets to Abby Thielander. Blocked, and it stays in!
Stays in by about a foot, yeah.
What a block from Katie Thiemann.
I think Thielander maybe thought that was going to be out, and then she looked, and no, that was clearly in on that one.
So nice job by Katie Thiemann again. She hasn't gotten on the board too much tonight. We see a quick sub. Thiemann out and quickly into Jarakowski just in time before Liao's serve. And this one is into the net. When we talk about the change of player maybe interrupting the rhythm, I think it did there for Liao.
Yeah, I think so.
And back to serve for the Tigers will now be Kendra Heinz. Her serve is, it's into the net and over. Well, we kind of had one of those for Pine City earlier. The ball's just kind of repaying the favor now.
That's right. Yeah, that just hit that top ribbon. That's a tough word these days. Of the net, and just wrapped itself right over.
This time, though, the net will not be friendly as this one is served towards the lower middle part of it, and it will stay on the Tigers' side. 11-9. Taylor Haney back to serve for Pine City. Allie Tollefson checks in for Lavandusky. Haney's serve is over. Dug up by Ellie Thielander. Rude setting it up for Abby Thielander. That is blocked at the net again.
What a block.
But a nice dig by Neeson. Pushed over by Wiener. Dug up by Liao. Haney will set it up for Allie Tollefson, the left-handed, and it is going to be, I think Zeltinger probably could have left that one.
I think she could have left it, and once again, yes, a huge left hand going completely cross court again. She hasn't been hitting the near sideline at all. It doesn't seem like that's where her aiming point is. She's going cross court and probably could have left that one.
Haney's serve will go into the net. 12-10 here. Set number 4, Tigers lead 2-1. Dragons took first set, 25-23. 25-14 for the Tigers in set 2, then 25-21 last set. Natalie Rude will serve into the net. So a couple of errors here by both sides. And again, they've been favoring Rush City because Dragons have committed more, but now here again we see a few back-to-back-to-back.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Pine City's loving it right now, staying this close to a team that's always this strong.
This serve is over by Rosinski and dug up by the Tigers. Abby Thielander light tap across, dug up by Jarakowski on the far side. Taylor Tollefson looking for a little bit of redemption, but Zeltinger with the dig to Rude. Now Abby Thielander, she'll just tap this one over. Liao with the dig, setting it up for Haney, who sets it up for Jarakowski. Nearly down, but Ellie Thielander with the diving dig to Neeson. Abby Thielander, no! Into the net, and we're tied at 12.
Holy. Back and forth we go. Back and forth.
That was another good one there between these two teams. Again, this is a rivalry, but man, oh man, this has been a good one. This is Rosinski with the serve. Dug up by Ellie Thielander in the back line. Rude to Abby Thielander, and somehow keeps it in play, gets it over. Allie Tollefson will hit it across. Rude with the dig. Now Abby Thielander looking to line this one up. Dug up by Haney and then pushed it too far for Liao.
Had a little block at the net there, but not enough to take enough off of that ball.
So close, but not enough. And now Abby Thielander will go back to serve for the Tigers. Quick sub here as Rosinski out in is Roberts. Her serve is over. Liao with the dig. Did just get enough of it, and Allie Thompson will get it across. Wiener with the dig. To Rude. Neeson looking for the kill, and Roberts with the dive. It looked like possibly Haney could have had a play on that too.
It did. She didn't really go, so I'm not sure if Roberts called her off on that, but yeah, not a clean call on that one.
Yeah, that one definitely.
And that was cross court as well,
yep.
Right to left.
Abby Thielander setting up for her serve. And it's just over Liao with the dig. Haney sets for Allie Tollefson, who gets it across. Zeltinger on the back line. Rude and Neeson on the far side. Blocked at the net! I think that was Taylor Tollefson with a beautiful block. The Tigers
are amped after that one.
That was a big one. Liao will check out in for her. Comes Katie Thiemann. That one felt like they needed.
Yeah, and you could hear that ball, just the thud of it.
Serving now for the Dragons, I believe, is Chloe Jarakowski. It is. Her serve is over. Ellie Thielander. It goes backwards to Abby. Now Ellie will get it over. Roberts with the dig to Haney. And setting it up for Allie Tollefson, who gets the kill. And we're tied.
Yeah, that's another kill for Allie. She's at 9 kills. She's got 6 aces. Man, she's having a heck of a game, I'll tell you that.
She certainly is, as Jarakowski will serve again. It's over. Zeltinger. Oh, Wiener does keep it alive. Can Rude? No! The divider keeps it from going over.
And that one we do have right. That is called a divider up there. So we are good on that one. We have our vernacular right on that.
We're finally getting it. Sooner than later, we'll get it all together. Jarakowski with the serve, and just long. Abby Thielander, great eyes on that one because she watched that one the whole way.
And that was really fading and dying in that back row. Boy, that was self-control there.
Paige Wiener will now serve. Line drive serve dug up by Taylor Tollefson at the net. Yeah, unfortunately for Haney, nothing she could really do on that one. Did all she could, but that one's going to go into the net. So Tigers retake the lead at 16-15. Serve is long. And we're tied at 16 apiece.
I don't know if you noticed that, but before her serve, when her right hand went back, it was visibly shaking. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't see that.
So
that's interesting.
A little bit of nervousness for the Young Rush City Tigers team.
Allie Tollefson, well, that one's into the net. She's been really good all night, but a mistake there. She hasn't had too many of those tonight.
She has not. She's been deep if she's been anything for a service error.
Clara Neeson will now serve for the Tigers. We've had entertaining sets all up to this one, and this one is no different. Allie Tollefson could not get the clean dig. It goes out of bounds. So an ace there for Clara Neeson. Neeson's got a few aces tonight. She's got 3 of them. She's tied with her teammate Heinz with 3. A hush falls over the crowd all of a sudden as Neeson's serve is out.
Yep, that one was out by about a good 10 feet on that one, and a little wide it looked like too. So kind of missed both lines on that one.
In comes Rosinski for Roberts. Taylor Tollefson is back to serve. Her team trails by 1. Serve is over, dug up by Neeson to Rude. She'll set it up for Ellie Thielander, taps it across. Haney is there. Liao, and now to Rosinski. Rosinski through a block, dug up by Abby Thielander to Rude, setting it up for Ellie Thielander with the kill right in front of Taylor Tollefson. Just didn't get the greatest of reads on that one.
Yeah, that was a tough read. Looked like Liao didn't really have a read on it either. Normally you would see a libero kind of come out of nowhere on those ones, but that wasn't the case in this.
Ellie Thielander the serve, dug up by the Dragons. This is right at the net, a battle between 2 players, but Abby Thielander's going to win that one for the Tigers to make it 20-17. We'll get a timeout here by Pine City. So while they take a timeout, we'll take a 30-second break as well. You're listening to Volleyball here on WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza Fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. Fourth set, Tigers lead 20-17. They lead 2-1. If they win this one, game over. If the Dragons, can come back, tie this one up, win this set, we're headed for the fifth and final. And again, that one only goes to 15 and you win by 2. Meanwhile, over in Cambridge, Andover is going to take the fourth set and win 3-1 at an A&W hometown handoff. So that game has concluded thanks to Adam Hefty and his partner over there, Chris Gable, for calling that game. Appreciate them. We'll be out there again soon as Taylor Tollefson with the hit back across. And that one's long on the hit from Heinz. So the Dragons get a little bit of a gift there, make it 20-18.
Yeah, I think they kind of reset their offense, maybe a little their defense on that timeout there. Just kind of refocus the girls and say, hey, we're still in this. Let's go.
Peyton Liao to serve. Oh, my goodness. Took something off that one, or put something on that one, I should say. Taylor Haney will set it up for Taylor Tollefson. That's a long way to go.
That's very deep. Wow.
Oh, man. Anderson with the save, and then Neeson gets it back across. And at the net, oh, my goodness. Rosinski and Jarakowski both had a chance, and it winds up falling on the Dragon side. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, and Taylor Haney in a full splits at the end there, really digging for that ball.
So now back to serve for the Tigers. Kendra Heinz, 21-18. Tigers need, well, they needed 4, but they'll still need 4, but now they give 1 back to the Dragons, and Taylor Haney will go back to serve. This one still close, still anybody's game. As Haney's serve is up and over. And it's down for an ace right in front of.
Not touch the net. That was so low. Boy, was that a great serve.
That was impressive from Taylor Haney right in front of Ellie Thielander. 21-20, another ace for the Dragons. That's over. Right to Ellie Thielander again, but Abby Thielander looking to come back with one. Dug up nicely by Tollefson, setting it up on the far side for Rosinski. Dug up by Ellie Thielander to Rude. Paige Wiener with the hit. Blocked at the net, but then pushed back on the dig.
I think what it is about that serve, it's kind of a floater, and it cuts in right over the net, and it lands right in front of Rush City, and so they kind of scooted up a little bit on that last one just to dig that out.
Rude will serve. Oh, it hits the net. Taylor Tollefson on the dive. Oh, misplayed, unfortunately, pretty badly there by Jarakowski. And they're going to get a timeout because of the misplay there. 23-20. We'll be back with the last couple of points here in this one on WCMP.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. Game Day Gilman along with Jeff Schaefer out here at Rush City High School. Pine City, Rush City going at it. 2-1 is the Tiger lead in sets. 23-20 is the Tiger lead here in the fourth. If the Tigers win it, game over. If the Dragons manage to return it and win this one, well, then they would be headed to a fifth and final set. This serve is over. Dug up by Taylor Tollefson. Now looking for the kill. That is,
just out on the sideline. It was in on the depth, but it was out on the sideline.
Wow. Well, match point here, and devastating for the Dragons after that one. Allie Tollefson will look to come back with one, and she's going to be upset with herself after that one. 25-20. The Tigers will take set number 4 and will win it 3-1. But ladies and gentlemen, that was an entertaining game 1 for volleyball. That was so much fun. We're going to take a break. It's technically a set break, but then we'll be back to recap this one. We'll also get our Pine Insurance Player of the Game, so stay tuned for that during our post game here on WCMP.
Now it's time for the Q Media Sports Set Break. Brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. More local high school sports action is on the way.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsand, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ask Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
A jewelry store. Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada. A pawn shop. Nada. Another Men's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Men's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 10. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
And we're back here on WCMP. The Tigers get the victory here in the fourth set, 25-20. But what an entertaining match for game one here this season. 3-1 Tigers win, but it was close throughout despite that 3-1 score there, Jeff.
Yeah, the 3-1 doesn't really do justice for what we just experienced here. Almost every game, both teams in the 20s, tooth and nail. 1 or 2-point victories, all of them at 25. However, when you're looking at Pine City, they're losing by 2 points. It's 23-25. Great sets all the way around.
So it looks like we're going to get our Pine Insurance Player of the Game joining us in just a moment. Our player of the game will be Taylor Tollefson. Taylor Tollefson will receive that Pine Insurance Agency Player of the Game shirt, with locations in, they got locations in Aiken, Ham Lake, Moose Lake, McGregor, and Pine City. Visit pineagency.us and learn how you can start saving. Taylor, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So game one in the books now against a rival team. What was it like to get out there on the court for the first time this season?
It was very competitive. We were all just eating at this game. Like, we were practicing so hard. We've had 2-day practices. We've been in the workout room. We've just been preparing for this game. And we've just been preparing for this season, mentally and physically.
And this was a close one throughout. You guys were able to win that first set. What was it like for you guys, morally and mentally, to win that first set?
Oh, it was amazing. All our mentality stayed great throughout the whole game. Not just the first game, but throughout the 4 sets. We did so good. Just our energy was up. We barely got down. We brought each other up. Just the feel on the court was amazing.
Yeah, and you could tell out there even when there was a mistake, everyone was quick to turn around and pick each other up. What is it like to be able to go through this offseason and see that kind of come to fruition here during the season?
It's amazing to see how much the girls have just matured in the mentality is amazing. Like last year playing against Rush, you could tell oh shoot, this is a really hard game, but this game we came out, we fought, and just the mentality of it. You'd think that they were college players by the way that they were acting. Just the mentality was incredible.
That's so great to hear. And you're one of the senior captains again this year. What does it mean to have that title once again for the second year?
It just means that, it's my last year. I'm really, last year I learned from 2 great captains. And I'm trying to reapply those things and even do more. So just having great mentality on the court, even more energy at just practices and stuff like that and a bunch of team bonding is going into it. So
absolutely. This was a close one throw. It was an entertaining one to be a part of. I appreciate you coming up here. Give us one final takeaway from this game.
Takeaway was it was so much fun to play them. Great student section. We had a great turnout. And, yeah.
Well, Taylor, thank you so much. You're our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. I appreciate you coming up for the interview.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, that again was our Pine Insurance Player of the Game. Congratulations to Taylor Tollefson. She was tonight's Pine Insurance Player of the Game. Each player of the game receives a t-shirt to highlight their efforts here tonight or today. And when you need an insurance agent that always puts their best efforts to work for your home, auto, and business insurance needs, visit pineagency.us for a quote. Taylor Tollefson, I mentioned it pregame. She's always got that energy about her, just that smile on her face, and it's contagious, really. And you could tell that the team kind of fed off that a little bit, especially her as a senior captain.
Yeah, if you have a person like that as a leader and just saying, hey, it doesn't matter if we're down or not, that's going to be contagious for everybody to pick up that positive attitude. And obviously just chatting with her up here a little bit, I mean, she was beaming ear to ear, and that's after a loss.
Yes.
So it's awesome to see that kind of sportsmanship. And she gave accolades to the Rush City Tigers and their prowess on the court as well. And so, yeah, great sportsmanship and a great attitude to lead the team.
Yeah, and we've talked about Pine City, but let's go to the other side, the winning side here for Rush City. It did not start out so well. That first 1.5 sets for Rush City were kind of, messy. There were a lot of unforced errors. There was a lot of kind of bad body language as well, especially after some of those points. And especially after set 1, it was like, man, what is it? What are they going to come back and do? Now, they wound up winning set 2 by the widest of margins, 25-14 here tonight. But until about middle the way through that second set, it really didn't look like they were comfortable out there yet.
Yeah, and Coach Thielander, he's got a young squad out there, and so he's just kind of got to build them up. And, with those younger players, you get those emotional swings, and I think for him it's just really kind of catering to those and picking them up. And, they're missing that senior leadership that Pine City definitely has. But, I think Thielander his message to his girls is going to be, hey, we've done this before. You've watched these people before. You do this year and year and year. Keep faith in the process, and we're gonna come out on top.
No doubt, and they did here tonight, and they're hoping one of many here this year. But again, they win 3-1 over Pine City. They lost the first set 25-23, won the second one 25-14, won the third 25-21, and then won this fourth and final 25-20. It was very entertaining. A lot of big hard hits, a lot of great ace serves, and it was a lot of fun. But service aces wise, it was in favor of Pine City by a wide margin here tonight, and that's just something you don't see against Rush City very often. They're very sound defensively on receiving a serve, but tonight just a little bit off their game. And is that at all, maybe, I don't want to say a concern, but that's the only word I can think of. Is that something that they'll work on maybe specifically going forward, especially after having a tournament at home last week? So you've got a few games in already.
Right. Yeah. I think they'll kind of work on that and work on that communication piece. But if you looked at the Tolleson girls, both of them, you had nine aces by Allie and 6 by Taylor. So that's a lot of aces going in there by just 2 players, and so they're probably not going to see that kind of competition from 2 sisters like that in the Great River Conference for the rest of the season. However, yeah, they're gonna continue to work on that. They'll work on how they're gonna start off with every serve and work on that communication. And that's just something. Just seeing more volleyballs come over the net, they'll be able to iron that out. I'm sure of that.
No doubt. Still a young squad, but still a very good squad nonetheless here for the Rush City Tigers. Well, that is going to do it here, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you all for tuning in. We especially appreciate all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring all of our broadcasts here this fall, so we appreciate them. Of course, we can't do it without them, so a huge shout-out to all of our fine sponsors. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. That is Jeff Schaefer. Jeff, anything else before we get out of here?
No, just listen to the broadcast on YouTube for the Ogilvie Lions this Thursday. I'll be either solo or I might be able to wrap someone up and get them up there to give me a little color commentary. But we're excited to be on the broadcast, and we're excited to get the Lions on the broadcast as well finally.
Absolutely. Make sure to tune in. That's Thursday. Ogilvie will host Silver Bay on Thursday night for their first game of the season. That is going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, thanks to the fine sponsors. And be sure to tune in to the morning show on WCMP on 100.9 FM at 7:45 and 8:45 for your local sports updates with Joshua Miron. We'll talk this game, all the other games in our local listening area. Other places you can know where we're going to be at or what's going on in your local sports, you can check our website, WCMPradio.com. You can find our broadcast links on the sports tab. Hover over it and click on the broadcast schedule. That'll have all the links. And then you can also go to our Facebook, our Twitter, and our Instagram, all our social media, so be sure to like, follow, and subscribe so that you are up to date with all things local sports. The final here, Tigers beat the Dragons 3-1. For Game Day, or for Jeff Schaefer, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your night.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately? It's because I no longer pay for hot water. What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com. October is Minnesota Manufacturing Month. The Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association wants to say thank you to all the manufacturing employees and companies. Without you, we would not have a lot of the products we enjoy using every day. Join us at one of our tours of area manufacturers. Tours available this year will be held at Felling Trailers, Brenny Transportation, and New Flyer. Tours feature both in-person and private tours. Learn how to register or attend at cmmaworks.org. That's cmmaworks.org. This message is brought to you by the Central Minnesota Manufacturers Association and bronze sponsors Falcon National Bank, DeZurich, KCED, Meadowcraft, Manufacturers Alliance, and the Minnesota Department of Labor and Industry. More information available at cmmaworks.org. That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.